And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to be the richest person on Earth? Not just by a million or a billion, but by a trillion. This is Elon Musk, the man who seemingly can do no wrong. Tesla's visionary CEO has shocked the world yet again, becoming the ultimate richest man alive.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to be the richest person on Earth? Not just a billionaire, but a trillionaire. Meet Elon Musk, the man who keeps rewriting the rules of success. Tesla's visionary CEO has done it again, becoming the world's wealthiest person with a mind-blowing net worth. He's already the longest-standing CEO of any car company, adding yet another title to his name. But when he's not busy changing the world, Musk indulges in a lifestyle most of us can only dream of: Musk's private town in Texas.
Recently sold 3 more homes in California for a staggering $41 million. This move was part of a bigger trend in Musk's life, where he seemed to be distancing himself from material excess and focusing more on his ambitious projects and ventures.
Let's talk about one of his most surprising purchases: over 3,500 acres in Bastrop, Texas, just outside Austin. He's calling it Snailbrook, a cheeky nod to the Boring Company. But this isn't just another real estate investment, it's a vision. Think of it as Musk's own Texas utopia, built along the Colorado River. Prefabricated homes, pools, sports centers, gyms, even a charter school. It's like he's designing his own world. And this isn't his first big land grab. Remember Starbase in Boca Chica? That's where SpaceX is literally shooting for the stars. But Musk's luxury isn't just about land. Last summer, he was spotted lounging on the Zeus super yacht off the coast of Greece. This 79-foot beauty is peak extravagance. 4 lavish cabins, a sleek modern design, and amenities fit for royalty. The price? $7,000 per day. From private compounds to super yachts, Musk is living the kind of life most people only see in movies.
Has been a major figure in the tech world for over 2 decades, continuously grabbing the public's attention with his bold ventures and unusual business strategies. Born in Pretoria, South Africa, his entrepreneurial spirit showed up early.
Elon Musk, humble beginnings to billionaire status. It wasn't always this way. Musk wasn't born into wealth. He was born in Pretoria, South Africa, on June 28, 1971. By age 12, he had already sold his first video game. But growing up under apartheid was suffocating, and in 1988, he left for North America with a Canadian passport, chasing bigger opportunities. His journey took him to Queen's University in Canada, then the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned degrees in physics and economics. He even started a PhD at Stanford, but dropped out after just 2 days to chase the internet boom. That leap of faith led to Zip2, a company that provided maps and business directories to newspapers. Think of it as a primitive Google Maps. When Compaq bought it in 1999, Musk walked away with millions. He took that money and co-founded X.com, which later became PayPal. When eBay bought PayPal in 2002, Musk pocketed $1.5 billion. And that's when the billionaire lifestyle really kicked in.
Gave newspapers maps and directions. Think very early Google Maps. Compaq bought it for millions in 1999. That sale was just the beginning. Elon took that money and co-founded X.com, which later became the online payment giant PayPal.
Fast cars and space dreams. One of his first splurges? A $1 million McLaren F1, which he famously crashed. But instead of wallowing, he pivoted. That same year, SpaceX was born. Musk had a radical belief. If humanity was going to survive long-term, we needed to colonize space. But space travel was insanely expensive, so he set out to change that. He launched the Falcon 1 in 2006, followed by the Falcon 9 in 2010, both designed to slash rocket costs. Then came the Falcon Heavy in 2018, the most powerful rocket in the world, yet cheaper than its competitors. But that wasn't enough. Musk wanted something bigger. Enter Starship, SpaceX's next-gen rocket designed for everything from moon landings to Mars colonies. By 2025, NASA will use a space SpaceX lander to put astronauts back on the moon, all part of Musk's plan to make space travel as routine as hopping on a plane.
Form the car industry, Musk set out to prove that electric vehicles could be just as powerful, stylish, and desirable as their gasoline counterparts. Personal car collection became a source of inspiration and a testing ground for his vision.
The Tesla revolution. But Musk wasn't just eyeing the stars. He also revolutionized electric cars. He didn't start Tesla. That credit goes to Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning in 2004. But when Musk took over, he turned it into a global powerhouse. Tesla's first big success? The Roadster in 2006, a sleek, high-performance EV that shattered the stereotype of boring electric cars. The momentum kept building. The Model S, 2012, Model X, 2015, and then Musk's masterstroke, the Model 3, 2017, a Tesla for the masses. It became the best-selling EV of all time.
Because it constantly broke down and caused him endless trouble. Another fascinating addition to Musk's early collection was the McLaren F1. This supercar is known for its speed and unique design, featuring a central driving position. Musk bought the McLaren F1 for about $1 million after selling PayPal.
A taste for extravagance. For years, Musk poured everything into Tesla and SpaceX, but once the money started rolling in, the billionaire lifestyle returned with a vengeance. He snapped up a $17 million Bel Air mansion, then two more, including one turned into a private school for his kids. Musk wasn't about the usual Silicon Valley hoodie and jeans look. He worked with designer Emily Weiss to craft an aesthetic inspired by Harrison Ford and Paul Newman, rugged, confident, and effortlessly cool. His car collection, unmatched. A 67 Jaguar E-Type, a Porsche 911, a BMW M5, and even a Lotus Esprit submarine car from a Bond movie.
Then in 2022, the grand plan, buying the whole thing. But between the price and all the chaos he causes on the platform, it's proving to be one of his toughest challenges yet. Elon Musk and drama go hand in hand. In 2018, he tweeted Tesla could go private for $420 a share, saying money was no problem. Big deal? Huge.
The Twitter takeover chaos. Then there's Twitter. Musk joined in 2009, gained a massive following, and by 2022, he wanted the whole thing. After buying 9% of Twitter, he shocked the world with a $44 billion takeover offer. At first, Twitter's board resisted, but then they agreed. Musk seemed to regret it, tried to back out, got sued, and eventually took over in October 2022. He fired half the staff, started charging for blue check marks, let Donald Trump back on, and rebranded Twitter as X in July 2023. Advertisers fled. The company's value plummeted. Musk went from tech genius to Twitter villain overnight. The controversies.
Shareholders finally forced his hand, accepting his offer in September. Suddenly, Elon Musk owned Twitter, and by October was the new CEO. Elon Musk took over Twitter and chaos reigned. He slashed staff, charged for the blue checkmark, disbanded content moderation, and let Trump back on.
Musk's personal life has been just as dramatic. He's been hit with SEC lawsuits, wild allegations, like an affair with Google co-founder Sergey Brin's wife, and fathered secret twins with a Tesla exec. And yet, despite it all, he keeps pushing forward. Elon Musk's journey proves one thing. He's never content with the status quo. Whether it's electric cars, space travel, or social media, he's always chasing the next big thing. Elon Musk has never been one to back down from a challenge, and he's far from your typical billionaire. Sure, he enjoys the perks of wealth, private jets, bold ventures like the Boring Company's underground tunnels, but his true focus is on pushing the limits of innovation. He leads multiple companies, from SpaceX, which is working toward colonizing Mars, to Tesla, which is revolutionizing the electric car industry. His fortune largely comes from his ownership in these companies, particularly Tesla. But unlike many billionaires, Musk is known for his unconventional lifestyle, reportedly living in a modest prefab home near SpaceX's facilities.
Renewable energy research and pediatric healthcare causes. Notably, he's pledged to donate significant portions of his wealth to addressing critical global issues. While his approach to philanthropy may be unconventional, Musk's impact through his foundation is undeniable.
Elon Musk gives to charity. For him, wealth isn't just about luxury, It's a tool to fuel his ambitions. Despite controversy surrounding his foundation's operations, Musk has made significant charitable contributions, supporting science education, renewable energy research, and pediatric healthcare. He's also pledged to donate large portions of his wealth to tackling global challenges, though his approach to philanthropy is anything but traditional. Critics may scoff at the extravagance surrounding him, but those private jets and sprawling estates are simply byproducts of building companies that have transformed industries. And let's not forget his sense of humor. Who could ignore the infamous Dogecoin tweets? More importantly, his wealth allows him to reinvest in his boldest ideas, like Snailbrook, a planned town in Texas that could serve as a testing ground for sustainable living.
Out of 4.5 billion years that Earth has been around, and the 13.8 billion years of the universe, so all of human civilization is basically the blink of an eye. It's like just a fraction. It's nothing. And I think that probably means that consciousness is incredibly rare.
Elon Musk, making life multiplanetary. Then there's SpaceX's Starship, a massive rocket that's not just a vanity project, but a key step toward making humanity a multiplanetary species. Musk may not be the perfect CEO, the ideal role model, or the most humble billionaire, but one thing is undeniable. He's a visionary leader. His companies continue to push boundaries. His ideas spark inspiration, and his relentless drive accelerates technological advancements at an unprecedented pace. When asked about extraterrestrial life, Musk often brings up the Fermi paradox, the puzzling question of why, in a universe as vast as ours, we haven't seen any signs of aliens. He suggests that human civilization, in the grand scheme of things, is just a blink of an eye. Our recorded history only goes back about 5,500 years, compared to Earth's 4.5 billion year existence and the universe's 13.8 billion year timeline.
And what's it mean for our future if we do?
I mean, ultimately, if we're able to become a spacefaring civilization, a multi-planet species, and ultimately a multi-stellar species, and go out there and explore all these star systems, I think we may find that there are many long one-planet civilizations. And as you've heard me say before, we don't want to be one of those lame one-planet civilizations.
Elon Musk multiplanetary plan for the future. In Musk's view, consciousness itself might be incredibly rare and fleeting. If intelligent life were common, wouldn't we have seen evidence of it by now? He even jokes about the term alien registration card from his green card days. But Musk isn't just pondering these big questions. He's taking action. His ultimate goal is to make life interplanetary, ensuring that humanity doesn't remain a one-planet civilization, and he believes that Mars is our best shot. Becoming a spacefaring species isn't just a sci-fi dream to him, it's a necessary step for survival. He envisions a future where fleets of SpaceX starships launch every 26 months, ferrying thousands of people to Mars in a scene straight out of Battlestar Galactica, but without the Cylons. His plan involves building a fuel depot in orbit, refueling ships before they make the journey, and eventually creating a self-sustaining colony. Of course, setting up life on Mars won't be easy. In the early days, colonists would likely repurpose materials from the landed ships. Over time, they'd need to manufacture fuel, methane, and oxygen using resources readily available on Mars: water ice, H2O, and carbon dioxide, CO2. That's exactly why SpaceX chose a methane-fueled rocket design in the first place. Musk vision for Mars. Musk's vision is clear. Get humanity to Mars as fast as possible, ideally before any global catastrophe strikes. He knows it's an ambitious goal, but in his mind, it's not about breaking the laws of physics, it's about making the impossible possible. The question is, are we ready for the journey? Building a self-sustaining city on Mars isn't just a dream, it's a massive challenge that requires careful planning. The goal is to set up a propellant depot, bring back the ships, and create a civilization that can survive even if Earth becomes uninhabitable in the distant future. If we send 1 million people to Mars, that means 1 million spacesuits, housing, and supplies. Everything has to be produced at scale. Starship will also carry Starlink satellites, helping ensure communication on Mars from the very beginning. But a key part of survival is mobility. People need spacesuits they can walk around in comfortably without costing a fortune. That's one of the many challenges ahead. If, for any reason, ships from Earth stop coming, does Mars survive? That's the real question. Musk is fascinated by the mysteries of the universe, and right now, he's focused on the numbers. SpaceX has already launched an unprecedented amount of mass into orbit, and the rate is only increasing. But even these huge numbers are small compared to what's needed. To build a city on Mars, we'll need to send at least 1 million tons of useful materials. That's a huge logistical challenge. And it's not just about getting the right resources there. You also need the infrastructure to make things like computer chips. If Mars can't produce its own chips, eventually, everything grinds to a halt. It's like an old sea voyage. You can sail for a while, but if you forget vitamin C, you'll run into serious problems down the line. Mars isn't exactly welcoming, it's a fixer-upper of a planet. You can't just walk outside and start farming. Everything will require effort. But if done right, we could see a future where starships come and go, building a thriving Martian civilization. Terraforming Mars, turning it into an Earth-like planet, is another possibility. Warming it up would thicken the atmosphere, making it more habitable over time. The planet likely had liquid water in the past, and there's still ice beneath the surface. If Mars can be transformed, life from Earth could take root there.
Then over time, you'd want to bring the ships back so you could reuse them. And for that, we would need to create methane, CH4, and oxygen, O2 on Mars, which you can do with H2O and CO2. So the atmosphere is CO2, and there's plenty of water ice, H2O. And so it's tailor-made for, well, actually, the reason we have a methane oxygen system is because you can make methane and oxygen on Mars fairly easily.
The big picture. Humanity has never had the ability to extend life beyond Earth. Until now, for the first time in 4.5 billion years, we have an open window to become a multiplanetary species. But that window won't stay open forever. If we don't take action while we can, we risk losing this opportunity. Musk sees this as more than just a space mission. It's about ensuring that consciousness, that small spark of life in the vast darkness of the universe, doesn't go out. If you look closely at a Starlink router, you'll see a little diagram, a path from Earth to Mars. That tiny symbol represents one of humanity's biggest ambitions, making life multiplanetary.